Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Andrew. You remember Andrew. He is the guy that test drove the Model Y and ordered one 5 days later. Andrew, you still liking your Model Y?
Of course.
Well, Andrew came over. He needs to rotate his tires today, so I was going to help him with that. I've got a 3-ton low profile, and I've got another 1.5 ton, and all the bits and pieces. So we're going to go through it together and show you just how easy it is to rotate your own tires. Okay, Andrew, the first point of business is let's go ahead and locate the holes right there behind the mud flap. You'll feel it. It's best just put your hand in there, put a little spit on that O-ring and twist it in, okay? Yep. And that O-ring will keep that in there while you mess around. Perfect. Okay, so now the next step, we're not going to jack it up too much. We'll take the jack here. Once you position it right underneath the puck, and you know how a floor jack works, you just tighten that up and then go up just a little bit. You want a little positive pressure. That's good right there. Okay, we'll put this up. Let's go ahead and set that front jack. A lot of you are saying, well, why do you need 2 jacks? Well, safety. I prefer 2 jacks. You can jack it up with just the one, but if this one fails while you're under it, it's a bad day. All right. So now, if you're really strong, what I've done is do both of them at the same time. Let's see how strong you are.
Or how coordinated.
Yeah, or how coordinated. But we don't need to go too far. I just want you to set some pressure. Okay, that's good. All right, set them back up. Now let's pull your little plugs on the over the lug nuts now. Andrew has a little hook. Is that aftermarket or what?
No, I don't know where I found this.
Oh, well, for these stock Tesla rims, what do? Stick it in the hole there and just kind of pull it right out? I think you pull it right straight out. You don't want to pry too much. Hey, look at that. Okay. Perfect. Let's get that back one. Okay. Good. Now with the wheels having positive pressure on the ground, we want to break the lug nuts. Okay, this is a breaker bar. You'll want to break the nuts loose. Don't unscrew them too much, but you want to crack them so that when we get it in the air, it's loosened a little. There, okay. If you don't leave it on the ground, what happens, the wheel wants to spin. Now the back ones have the parking brake on, so they don't generally spin, but it's good practice, just leave it on the ground. Okay, good. Now let's crack those rear ones. That 24-inch breaker bar comes in handy.
Yeah, it makes it easy, doesn't it?
Yep. So what do you think the lug nut torque spec is on this car? 129 foot-pounds. Yeah, it's pretty good, mainly because of the torque of the motors. It's pretty extreme. Okay, let me hold that breaker bar, and now let's see how tough you are. Let's see if you can crank up this car with both jacks. We're going to put it in the air now. Now, you can do one at a time if that's what you want. Oh, look at you. All right, you want to go until you're off the ground by maybe an inch or so.
I think we're going back to one.
All right. Yeah, you'll feel it tonight. That's pretty good. Stand that up. There you go. You don't fall over it. And then we'll crank this up. This one's got quite a bit of travel on the rear links. Okay. All right, now we're going to take this drill here. Right here, you can take the torque wrench and set it on your tools right there, your puck thing, and then have a seat on that thing. Yeah. So you want to make sure you're in reverse on the drill now.
Got it.
Okay, and then you want to spin those off. No, hold it. It's got a light torque on it. Leave that alone. Put it back on. I'll show you a trick. Okay, rotate the drill. Don't run it. There you go. That's how to crack it loose. It's an old mechanic trick. Because we're going to use the, no, don't do that. Just turn the drill. No, turn the drill like a wrench. You got to hold the wheel. Come on, you office guys. There you go. So when you use the breaker bar, it's better to, just use the drill. There we go. I usually don't run it tight, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to cross thread it when we put them back on. So that's why I run the, there we go. I set that clutch pretty light.
Yep.
No, there we go. Okay, your wheel is loose. Now, all those lug nuts, you see that little cup there under your butt? Put them right there, and that way they'll disappear on this floor. Okay, so you can grab the wheel. Now, let me show you where you grab it. You always grab it at this spoke and that spoke, okay? And then pull it straight off. There you go. Now, at this time, it's good to inspect your tire for any kind of nails or what have you.
Rocks in there.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when we live in the country.
It's the country life, isn't it?
All right, so roll that wheel now. What I do is take that wheel and roll it back this way. Move this out of the way. All right, we'll roll that. Ouch. Ran into the mirror. Yeah, don't lean it on the car. That's perfect. So what we'll do is I'll usually just roll it against the wall, because these things want to all of a sudden, like a cart demon, want to roll away on you.
They're running across the...
Yeah. Dang, you missed your calling here.
There it is.
You could be working in the tire shop or something.
I'm a quick learner.
Dang, I'll tell you. Okay, so move your little center doodad out of the way, and then pull that off and inspect it as you roll it towards the front. Make sure there's no nails or screws or those kinds of things in there. Hey, you did pretty well avoiding all that stuff. Okay, so now grab your little cart here. And then hold that wheel like I showed you, 10 and 2. And what you want to do is eyeball the lug nut holes to match it up with that. Now that's going to want to move if you hit it wrong. The front will actually rotate because it does not have a parking brake on it. So you get the vent of it. Yep. Use your knees and just pick that baby up. Try to get it on as vertical as you can. Makes it go on a little easier. Just watch your fingers. Look at that. Dang. I think you did miss your calling.
Look out.
Okay, so now let me show you a trick here. Remember, we have the clutch set kind of low. This is a variable speed. So put your lug nut in there. No, right in here. Okay, now the object is go very slow, right? So go in there, make sure it's like nice and slow. No, you're backwards. There we go. So you can feel it go on. All right, and then do that to all of them. That way we're not cross-threading anything. There we go. Okay. And now you put them on, and then let's get them on. I'll show you the trick. Actually, roll around, make sure the clutch a little bit as you go. No, quick. All right, good. Let's get that back on now. Now this wheel won't rotate because the parking brake is on, so you'll be able to just put that on be comfortable and it's not going to move on you. What I try to do is put it on one and then rotate the wheel and line up the others. If you can find one to hang it on. Okay, now rotate the wheel. No, keep it on the one lug. Put one on first. Trying to put 5 on is difficult. Hang it on the one at the top. Yeah, just concentrate on one lug nut and hang one hole right in that nut. And then rotate the wheel a little. See, because I think we may need to go up a little bit. Here, I'll do that. There, a little bit higher. There we go. See, it's the angle at which you're putting it on. If you were to put it on straight, no problem, right? So you're good. Go ahead and do the same. And yeah, it's going to want to fall off there, so hold the butt on there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's do the front. Now when you lower the front, the back's going to come up, but I think there's enough pressure there. Go easy with it. Okay, you're there. Okay? Now it's torque time. We've now switched to the 24-inch torque wrench. I did one to show Andrew, nice and slow. Because of the leverage on this 24-inch, you get to that torque in a big hurry. And it'll click. Okay. Across the wheel. You can rotate the socket by hand to match it up. 129 foot-pounds. Okay, across the wheel. Young. Okay, going on to work. All right, done. Perfect. And then you're take it nut. What's going on? Okay, put your cap on, and this side is done. We'll lower it and go to the other side. Andrew is finished up on this side. The caps are on, the wheels are torqued. We're ready to go. We're moving the stuff to the other side now. Andrew, at this point, I'm going to let you go from memory. I'm here for a reference, okay?
Don't forget the pucks.
Well, you forget them, the road gets them. I got to tell you, a story. When I had my Model 3 up Pikes Peak, Blake Fuller drove it. It's fastest production car up Pikes Peak. Anyway, during a test run, we had pucks in the Model 3, and we were in a hurry to get it going. We left the pucks in, and he drove it all the way to the top of Pikes Peak, and they stayed in. Andrew put his mobile connector and his pucks in the front, and he's never used the front. That's blasphemy, buddy. What the heck's up with that? Well, see, there's all kinds of extra room in the front.
I keep forgetting.
Hey, Andrew, thank you. And I'm glad we got your tires rotated, and you know where all the stuff is. So if you need to come over and rotate them, you know how to do it.
Fantastic.
Good. Thanks for coming over, and thanks for the update here with your car.
You got it.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.